Apparently I'm broadcasting an unknown game. That's fun. Can you all hear me?
I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor
Whoa.
Elia has marched his
going on?
legions into our lands, laid siege to
Why am I still
every
looking at-
fortress from here to the Blue Mountains, rabid and ravenous.
Why am I still
He
looking at
bites
Henwo? Hey
and
Krogan,
bites
why am I still
away.
looking at Luca's
Men of
stream?
the North, you
I'm
stand at
streaming.
the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now
Wow, wow,
to the gods.
wow! That's
And
amazing,
yet
Kai.
you do not plead.
Great.
You do not kneel
Why?
to dust your heads
Why?
with ash.
Am I not watching my
Instead
own
you
stream?
wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must
Fourth
look into the
method.
trials
Thank
we
you.
failed
Oh
long
shit, I've
ago.
got 2 rare cats.
In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval.
Right, for some reason I can't
called
see my own
the
stream, but that
conjunction
doesn't
of
really matter that much. I
the
just need to be able to see the chat.
The
It's
gods
just-
allowed
that's weird.
unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the
I am streaming,
nefarious
aren't I?
force
Hang on, I'm gonna
called
refresh the
magic.
page. Season stream.
Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at
Ah,
our door.
okay. Nope, def not streaming. I took Sam.
This conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden
Don't
on others?
concern me like
What's
this.
so called?
Totes not. Absolutely not. Anyway, I got bored of that. Let's carry on. And I can't remember where I've left Geralt. We are in Kaer Morhen. I was running a couple of... This werewolf looks like me at 5 AM. He looks like all of us at 5 AM.
To lift the curse. So we took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells.
What was I doing? I was
to
doing
the
treasure
witch's
hunts. I
fortress
was getting
of
armor.
Kaer.
I was getting all the wolf armor stuff. So how's everyone doing tonight? Pickles is back. Hey, Pickles. I'm in a cave. Hello.
The place where monster slayers were created, now infested with monsters, dripping with irony.
Why? Geralt, use your bloody... Geralt! Why won't you cast your signs? There we go. I've been listening to The Last Wish and the reader gives Geralt a vaguely Celtic accent, which is a trip. Oh no. Hello? Even crab quesadillas. That does sound a bit interesting. I don't like crab in the first place. I don't think I would enjoy crab quesadillas. Quesadillas, if you're trying to be as wrong as possible.
Nice acoustics.
Ow, I'm getting beaten up. Is it part of the crab cycle? Should it be part of the crab cycle? Right, I have bombs. Pieces of shit. Throw the bomb, Geralt. Crab salad, crab cakes, crab quesadilla. Is that Kai's divine ordering of crab? What's a devourer? Devourer. She's not an ogre, right? Buttons! Pressing buttons! Oh, what's this? Can I investigate? Let me investigate.
That smell. Mutagens. Makes me want to vomit despite the years.
Find the trousers upgrade.
Table for mutations. Like our sad Albert. Except even sadder.
Oh, that does not look comfy. So, we're in where before they built Kaer Morhen, this is where they used to do the mutations for the kitties to make them into witchers. I'm sorry I'm putting you through this, Geralt.
Smell. Mutagens. Makes me want to vomit despite the years.
Let's have a little look around, shall we? I was in one cave that had some really cool cave art on it. But, alas. It is not this cave. That's another sad Albert. How many sad Alberts do they have? That's a lot of, dead bodies. Found it! Hey Kraken, how's it going? There.
The lab, where they brewed the potions. Some contraption, poisons, more like.
Sorry, I'm overlapping his voice lines. And I've never been in here because I never, like, the first time I played The Witcher, I didn't have the Hingmi-Duba. I didn't have the DLC for the wolf armor, so I just never did this. Never came down here. And the second time I just couldn't be arsed getting it. Things! Why are there still dried fruits and nuts down here? That's a bit odd. Examine.
The herbs here. Corn lily, nightshade, wolfsbane.
I'm quite envious of people who can catch food with their mouths, because I can't do it at all.
A vat for seeping the herbs. I remember those teas they gave us.
Right, which one's closer? This one, okay. So we are going to run around and get... Ooh, it's really dark. Going to run around and get all these things before I move on with the story. Oh, the fucking harpies are back. I thought I killed all of you. You harpies. They're bullying me. Cool. Oh no, there's one left. Or there was. Ooh! Bits for hoots! Hoot bits! Bitty hooties! Nice. Curry for some hootstram. Excellent. What? Thai green curry. Thai green curry is pretty good. I prefer a Thai curry to a Indian curry, personally. You're to go Lee, why? I don't know why. I think it's because they make them with like coconut milk and stuff. Right, where is the river? Like, that's where me and Lambert are going to go. So I think it's acceptable for us to go. Oh no, they're both in this direction. That's fine. You're not bullying him as bad as that one Bruxa did, at least. That is true. I really want cake. Last night I didn't get pudding. We were out for dinner. We were doing the treat yourselves dinner. I didn't get a pudding like a fool. I really wanted pudding. Should have gotten pudding. Why didn't I get pudding? It's silly. My friend was very happy. How could you not get pudding? Because I was just... I had a steak dinner, and then I was like, sitting there like, am I too full to eat a pudding? And then I could never get the waiter's attention, like, to like be like, can I see the pudding menu? And I didn't look at the pudding menu properly before I handed the menus back in the first place. I was an idiot. That's what I was. We're doing some exploring. This is a nice little pond. A giant fuck off bear in it. Hello, bear. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah! Ow. 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 Glad he didn't try to dive in that. It would have been way too shallow. He would have smacked his head off the bottom. Turn the bear into more armor. I'm gonna. Everything will become armor. What's down here? What's this? Is this a mine?
An iron mine, depleted centuries ago.
Centuries? And it's gonna have fresh food in it, I guarantee you.
Might want to look around some.
In Breath of the Wild, you can't tame bears, but you can certainly ride them if you sneak up on them well enough. You can just jump, as Link, you can just jump on their backs and ride them around. And if you bring them to the stables... It sounds like... an elemental. It's an elemental. Yeah, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Right, you are several levels above me. Woo! 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 Oh, nuts! Why am I on fire? It's not right. Some expert dodging by the hootster. Oh, ow! And as soon as she gets cocky. Worth it. This stream has become a focus for my impulsive thoughts. That's okay, Kai. Go ahead. Tell us your thoughts, young Kai. Mushrooms! tell me there's more things in here. Weddings are crazy expensive. One of my friends I went to uni with got engaged a few weeks ago. And every so often I get messages from her about how annoying it is planning a wedding. And they're looking at it costing at least £22,000, which is more than twice what I have in savings. It's... I don't understand. Oh, I got them! I got the things! What's this? Is this blocked up? Is that why I can't go in there? Huh. Now for the boots. But like when I told her that my plans, if I ever get married, I want to get married in a field and rent out a barn. Apparently in England, the venue needs to have a license for it to have to like perform a wedding, and if a place doesn't have a license to perform a wedding, you can't get married there. And that includes fields, so she can't get married in a field. The few places like she can get married in a park that's staffed, so long as it's got the license for it. But she can't just go to any field and get married. Why did none of these freeze? What's going on here? Geralt's in his favourite place in the middle of a bunch of bears. Here in the States, only the person officiating the wedding needs a license. I think that's the case in Scotland, but in England, it's got to be the place where you're getting married. And a lot of the venues that she's looking at, they're looking at having how many people? 140 people. Which, to me, sounds like an insane amount. And again, I haven't been to a wedding since I was 4 years old. I don't know how many people normally go to a wedding in the first place. But his parents had 1,000 guests at their wedding, but they've come from very big families. But that still seems crazy huge to me. Yeah, like 1,000 people. And because they come from, they're both her boyfriend's parents, well, fiancés. I keep calling him her boyfriend. Her fiancé parents are Indian, so they come from very big families and they have very big weddings. And the reason why it's 140 people is his family, with all the first cousins, is at least 40 people. So they had 100 guests without inviting all his family. 1,000 as in 3,000. Apparently, that's what they said. And they can't believe it's going to be only 140 people. What's around here? So she needs a venue that can hold 140 people as well as have accommodation for 140 people. And then, yeah, catering for 140 people, and I'm just going to be like, I only have, right, so my family's incredibly small. I've got my parents, my brother, my aunt, who never got married, never had kids, and lives in my grandparents' house, my only living grandmother, and then my uncle who lives in South Africa. That's my entire immediate family. That's all of them. I've got a super small family. Out of near enough everyone I know, I've got the smallest family. Ah. I don't like the noise those things make. Bad noise. Why? There we go. So yeah, I've got a super small family, so big wedding isn't ever going to be on the thing unless I marry into like someone from an old Catholic family, which very unlikely. Regal Iger? What? Kai, what? Are you doing the noise that the things make? Is that... Okay. My parents didn't get married. They're still together. So it's like... They're not super fussed if I get married or I don't get married or anything. There's absolutely no pressure from my family whatsoever to get married. I think. I hope. Where? Can I dive? Is there something down here? No? You're asking me to look somewhere. Huh. And people, for some reason, don't like it when they hear that your parents are together and they're not married. Well, in Scotland, anyway. Parents aren't married? Are they ever going to have a wedding? No. They have a... They don't care. Weddings are expensive. Ha! I see it. Nice. Ow. What's in here? Right, they're all in Novigrad, that's fine. I was going to have a little look in here. I'm curious. I've never been in here. What's this? Ooh, Tarhairn. Oh, I got the thing for Berengar's blade. Huh. Never had to speak to Vesemir. That's fine. Okay, that's 2 birds with 1 stone. Parkour! Apparently there was a huge amount of difficulty when me and my brother were born because we were born out of wedlock. And hospitals don't like that. Finally done with physiotherapy. Excellent. How did it go? How are you feeling, Teague? You alright? Not too painful? Is there a path I can take? No. Might as well just go back the way I came. Right, we've gone canyoning. Geralt is taking up some very serious outdoor activities. Exposure therapy? What's that? I don't have any tightness, etc., and I don't feel stretches, and adding more stretch could be dangerous. Yeah, you may have what I have, which is, well, sounds like you've got hypermobility. You may have EDS, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Which is, it sucks, basically. More bears, why are there so many fucking bears out here, man? People do... I have issues with the whole EDS thing because you need to get it diagnosed by... Is it a rheumatologist? Yeah, you need to get it diagnosed genetically in rheumatologist. And doctors here just don't like sending you away. Or sending anything away to get that done. It's quite frustrating. It's not that difficult. They don't... Like, all my physiotherapists have done my tests. I've got the most of the shebang, most of the issues associated with it. But actually being like, here, go see this specialist. Here's a consultant. That doesn't happen here. You kind of need to live in a city or somewhere a bit more accessible. And have a really good GP that will constantly chase it up and do it. And yeah. It's just thoroughly acknowledged that she's hypermobile, therefore she shouldn't do this. And like my physiotherapists are always like, what the... when they see me. Anyone hasn't... Because I know someone who's got a very specific type of EDS, but she's also got an issue with her spine. Where she's got a load of swelling at some point along the spinal cord. She calls it Dave. I can't remember what it's actually called. I've seen it. She's got the MRI scans of it, which are quite incredible. Most days she can't feel her legs or her feet, which is scary. Should we help Lambert, Eskel, or Yennefer first? She calls it Dave. Because my physiotherapist initially, before, they thought, you want me to do the trolls? Okay, so we'll help Lambert first. The first time I saw physios, I think I was 8 years old, so they just put it down to me just being a kid and being stretchy in general and being in gymnastics. And then it wasn't until I was like a teenager and everything they were like, wait, even if you do gymnastics, you shouldn't be able to bend into these positions. And then once I hit my 20s, they were like, yeah, no, you're considerably fucked. I was like, thanks for finally acknowledging this. That only took you an incredibly long time. It was ridiculous. I'm going to stash all this for now because I can't sell it anywhere here. And it's just adding unnecessary weight. Oh, your MRIs are clean. That's good. That's a good thing, though. I guess.
Leaking again. Damn it.
God damn it, Lambert. I hate you.
What's this? Brewing potions?
No. Booze from potato peels.
They're making
For
vodka.
a welcome back feast?
Actually, more like my farewell feast. Haven't heard? Madame Sorceress has requested I fortify the phylactery with power from the Circle of Elements. Says it's essential to lifting the curse from that monstrosity of yours.
And thanks for linking my stream, Krogan. I totally forgot.
Realize that monstrosity, as you put it, might be Ciri?
Yeah, I heard.
Mind showing a bit of sympathy?
I call him like I see him. That's how I am.
Know what? Never mind. Not gonna argue with you.
Right, no time to lose. The monstrosity awaits.
Lambert.
Oh, sorry. The potential Cirilla.
Don't sound too thrilled about all this.
I'm not. You know the trek to the Circle's no walk in the park. In more ways than one.
Let me go with you.
Well, might have more spring in my step with the famous white wolf at my side. So, you ready?
Gosh, I never remember the different guys' names. I vaguely remember Lambert now that I see him. Yeah, Lambert's a little dickhead, in my opinion. The other guy's called Eskel, and Eskel and Geralt started in the School of the Wolf at the same time. Lambert is probably the last Witcher to have been created.
Not easily forgotten that.
Last Witcher to have been created at Kaer. He's one of the youngest Witchers around, and he's eternally bitter about being a Witcher.
Yeah. Old man can't stand it.
Yeah, and Eskel's a nice scar man, and he's the same age as Geralt, but he doesn't look
Vesemir'd
it.
like to. Doesn't bother me though. Not expecting anyone to lay siege, and this way I got a shortcut to the pond.
Shame those Salamander assassins didn't punch a few more holes in our walls.
Or finish the job and reduce these ruins to rubble.
Look at that! Oh. It's like we're in the
Didn't take
Alps
it.
or something.
You gonna swim across the pond?
No, I got a boat moored there. You know, for fishing.
Wow. Never took you for the fishing type.
I use bombs. I drop them in and scoop up whatever floats to the surface.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Eskel's hair is wrong for his face. Completely agree. It's so pretty. I love it. No, Scotland's got big-ish mountains. Scotland's got some of the oldest mountains in the world, so they're really weathered and worn down now. So they still look super dramatic and great and everything, but they're not anything like this. This is more like looking at the Alps or the Himalayas or somewhere in New Zealand. Oh, my sword's breaking, no!
Nice shot.
How many harpies are there? Is there just one more? Oh no, there's some wolves. Great. So okay, you think to start drinking before 6 on a Tuesday? Yeah, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
It's an art. Learned it from this old master down in Zerrikania.
Yeah. Yeah. Save that tale for your next sorceress.
Steer's freaking out. Yeah, because they're harpies. They're monsters. They're not meant to look nice. Of course they're terrifying looking.
Tell me about Vesemir. Things any better between you?
Seems so. Old man's dropped the moralizing, and I try not to piss him off too often.
Mm-hmm. Working out well?
Moderately. Castle's pretty big. Easy to stay out of each other's way. Damn it. Moored it right here, I swear.
Just
Line must have
start
come
drinking, SDK, but
Here I
watch
thought
how
the boat
often you're
untied
drinking.
itself to go for a jaunt on its own. Damn it. In this fog, we'll never...
And never drink
Storm
alone.
Before I arrived?
Let me think. Yeah, 5 days passed.
Wind must have grabbed the sail, tugged the boat off its mooring. Boat drifted into the bushes.
I know I'm not really one to like lecture being Scottish and frequently coming home and getting on stream absolutely smashed. But it just seems a lot of people are drinking a lot at the moment. And it does me a concern. Because I remember being at uni and I was drinking 4 or 5 nights a week because I hated everything. I know they're drinking times at the moment, everything's awful and it's too hot all the time and whatnot, but it's coming from a place of love and I'm not trying to lecture.
Alright. Cave entrance is just opposite, see it? Gotta sail across the pond, go through the cave, climb Troll's Head, and we're there.
Doesn't seem like such an ordeal now, does it?
No. Still gives me the shivers, though. You know, only 2 boys...
I mean,
returned
that
from
conversation
boat.
topic's too serious.
You were the ones who ran into old Spear Tip in the caverns, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's still gnawing at you?
Gnawing? No. Straight old pisses me off. What the fuck is that trial for?
So the
Those who
new
return from
event
the
in
Circle of
Destiny's
Elements
mildly
died
fun.
in a year in
They've
some
revamped
sea,
some of the
hunting
story
drowners for
campaign
Crown 30
missions
ahead.
and made them
So
more
exactly
difficult,
what
and
was
then
the
you get
point?
good rewards
Ought to ask Vesemir.
if you beat them. It took
Oh,
me an
I
hour
have.
to beat one of the
Many
missions by
times.
myself because I
Believe
kept
you
being an
me.
idiot. Happy fun story. Saw a man having the time of his life on a Segway today. That's great.
Let's go.
It's
Jump
really
in the
good.
boat.
Alright. I'm taking the tiller, though.
Because?
'Cause it's my boat, not up for discussion.
Lambert is like a teenager. You're completely correct. Teague. Yeah, the second story is just straight up Beauty and the Beast, but it's more like Beast and the Beast. It just goes completely wrong.
Make this boat yourself?
Actually, I don't want to use precision bolts.
Yeah.
Split bolts,
Something you don't
exploding
like
bolt.
about
Nope. Split bolts, one crossbow bolt. Yeah.
Besides the water up to our ankles? Nothing.
Quit whining. It'll make it across the lake.
Provided we don't smash into something first. Barely see the tip of my nose. Fog's thick as curdled milk.
Never took you for a poet.
Two
Oh, but I
boys
am
sitting in
one.
a boat
Why
6
here
feet
in
apart
Limerick?
because they're not gay.
Lambert, what a prick.
Not bad.
Although I think Glamour is.
Fall off a bit. Sails fluttering.
Don't teach your grandma to suck eggs.
Bless Hooty, good mind working
Right,
with you.
almost
Well, yeah. Oh, he's not got anyone else to talk to, so why not talk to Roach? Roach clearly understands him.
Ready for the caverns?
Almost. Before we go inside,
Ugh, drink a dose of cat, I know. Any more words of wisdom, like step softly or you'll wake old spear tip?
sheesh, you're pricklier than Yen.
Ugh, don't fall in love with me. Let's go.
Hear that? Sounds like a kid.
You
Why would
know
there
this
be a
valley's
kid out here?
uninhabited except for us. It's gotta be an illusion.
What if it's not?
Every single time I go and investigate. And it's not a
Probably
kid.
right. Let's go. Straight to the
Because there's
cave.
no kids around
Find
here.
Something reasonable.
For once I'm gonna agree with Lambert, because I cannot be arsed. Loot. Lovely loot.
Bones. Pulverized.
Old spear tip's never been kind to guests.
Shit. Too damn high.
Not if I give you a boost. Remember? Part of the trials.
A witcher is a lone hunter.
But even a lone hunter can use a helping hand sometimes. Vesemir.
Ready?
Oh, you fat fuck.
One.
Excuse you, I am svelte and trim.
You're no feather either. Come on, let's go.
Have you seen Geralt naked? There's no fat on him. He's all muscle and bone.
Wall looks a little shaky. Ard, maybe?
And a wake old spear tip?
What? You afraid?
Mine not stomping like that.
Relax. I slipped.
Every time I see this dude, I think of that gift from Always Sunny's. I'm sick of this guy. I thought that didn't say pounds of raw witching muscle. I thought that said pounds of witch rawing muscle. So, you know, that's out there now.
Ah!
What?
Something fell in my eye. Splinter, I think.
Hope it wasn't from a broken mirror. That'd make you even nastier.
Ha ha.
Hey, Geralt, jump on it. Geralt, please. Aha. Wait, no. It's the way we just came. No, it's not. Why can't Geralt be both? We already saw him with Kaer and Yen. Lambie Pamby. Ah, I wish I could genuinely call him that name. That would be amazing.
Ugh. Place reeks of mold.
What did you expect? Scent of violets?
Would have been nice. Ah, so soft and sweet. Just sleep in there. Makes you want to make this moment last forever.
Look, there's a bottle on the ground. And a bunch of dead bodies. Can you guess what happened here, folks? 'Cause I can. Why did I jump down here? Oh, because there's things. Good things. Excellent. I kind of want to wake him up because he's an arsehole, but at the same time... Let sleeping giants lie, I suppose. After a long, terrible day of work, this is the conversation I didn't realize I needed until now. Have you been lurking here the entire time, Hannah? There we go.
Oh, good to be back above ground.
Mm-hmm. Still trouble ahead.
You mean the trolls? They're in for trouble, not us.
God, Lambert, you're such a dickhead.
We ought to be careful. This is their turf.
Couple of trolls got you soiling your knickers?
Was bold and brash once, like you. Then I took a pitchfork in the gut. Peasant kid, not a troll. I almost died. Hard way to learn, but I did. Come on.
Well, according to everyone else, you did die. You did a right Commander Shepard with that.
Magic.
Place of power. Should draw from it. Alright, come on, Lambie Poo. Let's go see these trolls.
Ha! See him shit and run soon as he saw us?
Mm-hmm. Never known a troll to do that.
They're baiting us.
Witches is to walk no more. Stops. East Mountain, Trolley Mountain. Troll Mountain. Oh. Hi! This Troll Mountain.
God damn, I love trolls.
You talk to these idiots.
Just want to get to the
Stay
circle.
calm. We just want to get to the circle.
Witches is thing one say, thing two do, thing three do. Sometime.
Enough! Out of my way, dimwits, or I'll grind you to gravel.
Lambert,
Understand?
no! Lambert!
Mm-hmm. They understood all right. Congrats.
Run for the cave before they stone us to death.
Like, if you just didn't be a huge dickhead, it would have been fine. Hey, goatees. Hey, goots. Let them kill Lambert. Problem solved. No, I can't, because I think... in my head, Geralt still feels a little bit responsible for Lambert. He wants Lambie Pamby to get better.
We walk throws. News goes no far more. Witches is understand it?
We understand it, but we still gotta get to the Circle of Elements.
We understand it.
Trolls come no to Witches castle. Rocks not there. Let him rock.
Enjoying this little chat? Cause it's not getting us anywhere.
I'm talking.
Lambert, I'm
Teach
gonna
you know as much
smack
about
you in the
negotiating as
face
they do about
someday.
grammar. We're not here to hurt you. We don't want to touch your rocks. Just let us pass.
Troll rock throw. Witcher seek strike no back. Just talky. Witcher, good? Only you. Witcher is monster kills. Trolls, monsters. Yes, true is. No face make. We do go this. Use sharp back clubs leave here. Use pass. No agrees, we smash.
Alright.
All right. We'll leave our swords here. Pick them up on the way back.
Good witchers don't need swords anyway.
Lick metal. Mouth sting.
Why did you put the sword in your mouth?
Shut up and follow my lead.
These guys are great. And also it really puts Lambert in place.
Think you might have missed your calling.
Hmm?
If I remember Pappy Vesemir's lessons correctly, witchers kill monsters.
Your memory's shit. They only kill harmful monsters.
They threw stones at us, Geralt.
Whine about it to Eskel later.
Whine about it, Eskel later.
Well, you made it.
Ha!
No denying that. Damn. Beautiful view.
Must be if you noticed it.
Geralt, who do you take me for?
Let me think. A sourpuss?
Fair enough.
I'm glad
Let's
you
save
enjoy
rest
the
of your
cackling.
compliments for later. Let's get to work.
Remember how this circle works? Been a while since I activated my medallion here.
It's fine, old man. No need to make excuses. Light the torches and place the phylactery on the altar. I'll handle the rest. How'd it go? Water, then earth, then air?
I'm just lighting these in a random order.
All right. Phylactery's in place.
Then all we gotta do is wait. The container will absorb the power of the elements, while we catch a breather.
You gonna be a douche canoe?
So, how'd you deal with the trolls when you passed the trial of the medallion?
Let me think. Oh yeah. Used Axie.
They
I
don't
only had to
indicate
get
which
past
fire
one
switch
troll.
element.
Other
I
two
think
were
it's just
busy.
for how the phylactery will
useful
absorb it.
sign, Axie. Saved my life a short while ago.
Sense a good story coming.
Let's get some lore.
A couple of road robbers stopped me. One pointed a crossbow at me, and the other started rummaging through my satchel. I made the man with the crossbow shoot his friend, and then hang himself.
Aww.
Wow. Truly great story.
Isn't it?
Sarcasm.
Side-splitter, I think.
Tell me, you always been such a cynical bastard?
No, I was adorable before Vesemir brought me to Kaer Morhen.
Where are you?
We all went through it.
That's just it. Not everyone made it. Lots of boys died here. Boys taken against their will.
It was our destiny.
Destiny. Let me tell you about destiny. My dad was a drunk. He'd knock a few back, then beat me and Mom bloody. We prayed for his death every night. One day our prayers were almost answered. Dad lost his way coming home from the tavern, walked smack into a nest of neckers. But some witcher saved him. Know what he wanted in return? Give me the first thing you see when you get home. My life. For the life of that prick? I say fuck that kind of destiny.
Geralt's tired of his shit. Geralt's been
Know
through
what?
some
Let's
things.
get out of here.
Don't like what you're hearing, huh? Witchers shouldn't talk like that. Know what else you won't like? After the trial of the medallion, I rode straight home to thank my daddy for everything. Want to hear what I did?
Why
to
did
him?
you have to call him
Lambert,
daddy?
please.
Thought we were opening up, having an honest talk. But fine, let's continue pretending everything's just peachy. The road beckons, my good man. Our companions await.
Yeah, like, I feel bad for Lambert and everything he's gone through, but also he is not dealing with it very well.
Need to get our swords. Witcher with no swords like a man without an arm.
Sure thing, brother.
And he's making it everyone else's problem. By all means, be upset, be depressed, be angry. Just, you know, don't take it out on other people.
Witches is sharp back club takes, and home goes.
Mm-hmm. Don't worry. I don't need convincing.
God, they're not deaf. They're just childish. Jeez.
Right. Let's get back.
After you, sir.
God, Lambert, I'm gonna fucking... Her. I wish I could throw hands with Lambert. That would be super fun. Right, let's help Eskel.
Must be Eskel's prince. No one else is left to keep
To
recently.
make a point of it being odd that Geralt carries his sword in his back, why does he do that? What do you mean? His swords are very long, but there's two of them. It's for maneuverability, having one sword in your hip is fine. Having two is a bit difficult, I would argue. Because the majority of people, like majority of soldiers and everything, don't need to use two swords. They all have one sword and maybe a dagger or a knife or something. And you can keep both of those on your belt at your hip, which is optimum for fighting. But if you're carrying two swords around, having two on your hip would just be... they would get tangled. And the best place to keep it would be on the straight of your back, surely. That's my reasoning. They don't ever explain why he does it, but that's... But also, they are pretty long. They're about 5 feet long. 5.5 feet, maybe. Well, if you've carried two swords on your back for most of your life, you'll just get used to carrying swords on your back all the time. But every other Witcher also carries two swords on their back. So I think it's just that people aren't used to seeing Witchers and don't yeah. That's my reasoning. I just don't understand. I'm just gonna double check that there's no... Yeah, it's not up here. Okay, that's fine. And before I do Yennefer's, I'll just grab that last upgrade.
That's his horse. What's its name? Scorpion? Beautiful animal.
See, I think all the Witchers name their horses after animals for no good reason.
Stay outside a while.
And just maybe Eskel thought it would be funny that his horse is named after a scorpion, and therefore maybe he calls all his horses Scorpion. And then Geralt's doing the same reasoning, but he just calls them all Roach, as in little fishy. Probably like...
Tracks end here. Great. Could try to follow my nose. Can't smell Eskel, but there is the goat. Just gotta find a sample of its scent.
Why do I have Art equipped? Probably is a wolf skull tradition.
Bits of bark. Looks like Eskel's goat rubbed against this tree. A clump of goat hair. Ugh, the stench.
Stinky, stinky. Wonder what? I bet Lambert's named his horse something pretentious.
Eskel's tracks. The nose knows.
Isn't he little bleat? That's adorable. Hello.
Didn't tie itself to this stake.
Supposed to be forktail bait. Guess it works for witchers as well.
There he is. No, I bet Lambert's named his horse like
As for
Raven or
forktails,
something.
Bait them thusly. Pound a stake in the soil, bind a goat to it, then hide ye in near to
Like something
shrubbery
he thinks is
posters.
hardcore and awesome.
Brother Adalbert's Bestiary, page 82. See your memories back in full, and sharp as ever in spite of your years.
You're as old as I am, wise guy. Don't let the gray hair fool you.
Good to finally see you again.
So the wolf skull armor is Eskel's armor.
You too. How are things?
Same old, same old. Another day, another drowner.
That it?
I'm a simple witcher wolf. Don't fight dragons, don't fraternize with kings, and don't sleep with sorceresses. Unlike some.
You're just jealous, mate.
Try to limit myself to the sorceresses from now on.
No doubt the most pleasant part. Though I'm not sure it ain't the most dangerous, too. Shh. Hear that? Incoming. Damn it! It's taking off! Hit the wings!
Hello, hey Kaer, how's it going? We're hunting a Did you see there was a meteor? Shooting stars. Are there more?
Foul, overgrown reptiles. Hate it when they do that. Might have saved us some trouble. Let us kill it now.
Then maybe gut itself. Run a spit down its throat and out its ass.
Damn straight.
Bleeding heavily.
From an artery. Blood's light colored. Can't fly much further.
Hello, hello,
Not
hello.
scared to leave the horse down
Whoa.
below? Forktail could decide to have at him.
Scorpion's a warhorse. A purebred Kedwenny. He'll be fine. Have I told you how I got him?
No, don't think so.
Saved his lost knight once. You know, woods, dark, wolves, the standard. Told him, give me what you find at home and all that. No kid this time, but his mare had just foaled.
Eskel and Scorpion, bound by fate. An enchanting tale.
Mock me all you want. You're just jealous.
Building your first Pathfinder character. Wait, that's the D&D-esque thing. I forget that.
The old hen she cackled.
I thought you were talking about Mass Effect Andromeda, and I was about to be like,
Some
hey,
old hill
you're-
folk tale.
what?
Perfect for hiking. My mom sang it to me.
You remember her?
Just that silly song. Nothing else.
Walk straight past where I was meant to go.
Landed here.
Not very gracefully. Look at the tracks. We broke its wing, I think.
Are you guys doing the bits war again? Guys, come on.
Fled to its lair, looks like.
Good. Means it's done fleeing. Gonna make a stand.
Think? I already came up here. Yep. I've been here. Eskel, you didn't even do anything.
All right, let's collect the spinal fluid and get out of here. Cut into its back, just below the skull.
I know.
Gonna tell me which side of the knife to cut with next?
The sharp one. Come on, hurry up.
Alright. Huh. There were fucking shit. What? There was stuff up here. What the fuck? Huh. Alrighty then. You want an Eskel spin-off? Well, you may have to write it yourself, son. Oh, I bet I lose this horse race as well.
What do you say to a little race? Maybe see who's faster, Roach or Scorpion. And who's the better rider.
Not really a challenge, because I could beat you riding a lame sow. But why not?
You're a lame sow yourself.
Stop, don't call
First
me
to
a
Kaer Morhen
stupid
wins.
pig. No, I think I don't think it's not that it's not spawned. Maybe I just didn't pick up the right treasure map. I've got to pick those up apparently. I would ride as the crow flies, but if you do that, you get disqualified. No, you just want me to slow down so you'll win. Geralt doesn't lose. Unless the game glitches and then you just fall through the air. Yeah!
Finally.
I went out yesterday.
Kept sliding.
Not a crappy show dancer.
Now my
out
knee
there
keeps
doesn't
crunching
play
and popping,
machines.
and it's
You're
really
a
sore
fucking
through my
show dancer.
calf.
But one
But
who's
my
damn
other
good
leg's
on
fine,
horseback.
so it's not like I've not been.
Didn't wager
It's,
anything,
the
straight
muscle's
up
been
thinking you
building
deserve a
back up or
prize.
whatever. I think I pulled something.
Since you insist.
Here, use it wisely.
What are you giving me? Boots! Thanks, Eskel. I really needed those. Actually, gonna get that last piece before I help Yennefer. I'm playing off that Geralt is avoiding Yennefer up until the last moment because he knows that she knows that he slept with Triss here. So he's just playing. He's just not speaking to her. Okay. I need to start. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with my leg, but it's really annoying. Every day it's something new and something different, something stupidly painful. I hate it. Lambert, look, I'm riding your boat. Ha! I'm in your boat, Lambert. Fuck you. Hooty, that's the most in-character thing you've done this entire series. I've done several very in-character things. That one just happens to be exceptionally in character. Lambert, I'm in your boat. What are you gonna do? Why are there so many drowners in this lake? I think with it being right next to a witcher's keep, there wouldn't be as many monsters nearby. But there's a lot of monsters nearby. Someone's not doing their job. What's that? Geralt, stop. What's that? That's an easel. What? 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 Who's been painting here? I want to look at this. Can I paint? Let me paint. Artists are just like that. Do you think Vesemir comes out here when he's really pissed off with Lambert and just paints? I've never seen that before. That is hilarious. Or do you think Lambert, in his attempt to like control how pissed off he gets all the time, just like does some deep breathing exercises and just paints? Oh, I want to paint now. Oh, for sure, Lambert. I think it's Lambert. Lambert comes out here and just paints occasionally. Both scenarios are very fitting. Probably, maybe they take turn about using the thing. Sorry, I got my message. It's been too long now. When I do make it over, I'm going to try to stay longer. I am quite happy to host you for as long as you're as long as yeah, both scenarios are incredibly fitting, and I think maybe they both know about the easel and take turnabout. Oh, there's wraiths in here.
Might want to look around some.
Or do you think that's why they're getting along a bit better now? They do painting classes together. A la, have you seen that? What are the... I write in great haste, for each moment might bring my demise. A band of peasants wielding all manners of sharp or heavy farmyard implements have stormed the keep. I was in the workshop when they attacked, working on a new silver sword diagram. Did not make he notice the mob's approach. I have barricaded the doors, but no, this cannot last forever. I can only hope Byron will come and rescue me before they break through. Luckily, we completed work on a new steel sword diagrams a few days ago and gave it to Byron to forge. Armed with this fine weapon, aided by his witcher pupils, I'm sure you'll easily handle a bunch of blah 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 blah. That was it? That was the whole thing? Can I go in here? Is there stuff in here? Can I climb? Can we climb? No. Well, sounds like whenever Boy gets over, I'm going to get him for more than just 3 or 4 days. I think he's going to take a holiday by the sounds of it. Right. Yen. Do I have to grovel? I bet I have to grovel. Yep. So he was saying that the earliest he could get over would be a week tomorrow. But for reasons that's not good timing for me. So I think he's gonna postpone it another like week or so, or a couple of days. Basically it'll be like, when are you available? And then he'll come over then. Just works out better for me. Then we get more time together. Maybe he'll stay for a week or something. And if I don't get fed up with him after a week, that's a very good sign. Because most time I've spent with him has been Thursday, Friday, sorry, 3 nights, 4 days. I know it does sound fantastic. I'm very excited. It's been quite a while since I last seen him. Hey Eskel, what's up?
Impressive specimen.
How's the Nekimara?
A month of tracking, stalking,
Took you a month?
but I finally dropped.
Takes me like 10 minutes.
Congratulations. Can't help wondering, though. Why'd you keep the corpse? Aim to stuff it? Hang it above the mantle?
Not a bad idea. Gotta finish the autopsy first, though. This one was quicker than most.
I don't want to think about how musty the whole keep smells, but they've got a lot of stills. I imagine they brew a lot of different
Mind if I have a look?
concoctions.
Want to do the honors?
No thanks. You cut. I'll grab a bite to eat.
Really, you're going to eat an apple? What, during an autopsy?
Let's examine its head.
Geralt,
Long whiskers, protruding frontal lobe, but that's
you've returned from your lair.
long
What lair?
ears, and an earring.
Seen that before. Some of them like shiny objects, like magpies.
And in the
I think
maw,
Geralt's just demonstrating his
yellow
superiority. Probably does have a bit of a
Missing its
superiority
upper teeth.
complex going on.
lower incisors.
Clearly not a flosser. Fine, let's move on. Open its gut. So, anything interesting?
Bits of undigested food. A few decades worth, looks like. Human hair, a belt buckle, a few coppers, and a gold ring. Want to give it to Yennefer? Ought to be as good as new once you polish it a bit.
Oh, ooh,
No
crunchy.
thanks. She only wears silver.
That's her
I found
loss.
out
Rest is perfectly
my
normal.
friend Sally last night. I
Except
went
for
out for
tomorrow
dinner with
morning.
her. We worked together.
Seems like I had
She
a
told me
penchant
my
for
nickname in
blood
the
drunkards.
distillery is Crunchy because of the noise my knee makes.
Nice claws.
And
15 inches, I'd
I'm
say.
mending and straightening out my
Go, it's
knee
her
right now,
life.
and it is really
This
quite
one was about
crunchy.
110 years old.
It's fitting.
Muscular
It's
legs.
too fitting.
Calves and feet especially.
Let me tell you, this sucker was fast. 1 second here, there the next. Always in the shadows. Could barely see it.
So how'd you take it down?
Long story. Tell you another time.
And I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Think I've seen enough for now. This was an old one. experienced.
It'd be nice to figure out a way to determine a catacan's age based on its tracks. Avoid running across one like this unprepared.
It would, I agree. But later. See you, Eskel.
Pupils functioning normally.
Look at the way he holds the apple. You know he is doing it for the image. God, they don't take... It's very dim in here, guys. What's up here? Why do you have a torturing cage thing for hanging people up in? That's a bit weird. You know, I have never looked at the murals on the wall before. Let's... kind of wish I could go into first person at the moment, because I want to look around properly. There's the armory. Let's look at this, right. Snake? Is that a young lady? Is there a sword? Two snakes. Is that a Hydra? That looks cool though. Where are they? I can hear them, but I cannot see them. Like, there's like individual rooms in this keep and everything, but they all sleep on these shitty little beds down here.
Interesting. Not afraid of silver.
I've had enough of Lambert. Where's Vesemir? Where's Uncle Vesemir? I want to speak to my grandpa. Gramps. 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 What's on this wall? Someone riding a horse? What are they doing? Is that a horse and a... Is that a lady or a harpy or something? No, it's a cockatrice. Or it's just a giant goose. Remember in Dishonored when we were playing Corvo the Art Critic and it was great fun? Kinda miss those days. Dishonored was so fun. There is some good news about Dishonored, and also some bad news. I don't know what happened to the recording of The Witches of Brigmore, so someday... Someday... That's a tiny cock, thank you, I'll be here, I'll be croaking. Someday, I'm gonna replay The Witches of Brigmore on stream. That'll be fun.
I met with Emir.
Any crowned heads you haven't met?
Dishonored was great, it was good. It was a great introduction to my streaming style, I think.
First war with Nilfgaard, Battle of Sodden, the North, all of it, fought together. Temeria, Redania, Kedwin, Edirn, and the mages were heroes. On the field first.
It is very good news.
Not much left.
I think maybe as a little break between The Witcher and Mass Effect, we'll do The Witches of Brigmore. Alright, bye-bye.
See you later, Vesemir.
I thought you would have some more interesting things to say, Gramps. What about you, Uma? How's it going?
Can we talk? You think universals exist as real and distinct entities, or only as mental constructs? So do I.
Thanks. That was very insightful, Uma. Thank
So
you.
long.
finally go speak to Yennefer. Where have you been, Geralt? Why haven't you I was like, I had things to do. I don't want... He's like a dog with his tail tucked between his legs at the moment. Where is it in here? It's down here. I like the tiling in this place, it's pretty awesome. Aw. It's a little, like, prison cell. Any loot? Oh, there's loot!
Monstrum, or a portrayal of witchers.
For it is well known that when a witcher inflicts torment, suffering, and death, he experiences a semblance of pleasure and delight, the kind a normal and righteous man only feels when performing his marital duties with his spouse. Ibidem cum ejaculatio. From this it clearly follows that the Witcher is, in the very matter of his being, a defiler of nature, an immoral and loathsome degenerate, born from the darkest and rankest depths of hell, for only one such as the devil himself can derive pleasure from suffering and torment. Note in margin, the book is a key. The mine's near Kaer. Huh.
Notes describe how to open a passage in the mine. Might be worth seeing what's down there.
Hey! If I hope stream Hooty continue to have a fun time. Thanks, Hannah. Have a nice time. Oh no, it looks like I'm gonna have to do this thing. Sorry, Yennefer. Sorry. Sorry, Yennefer. But I've gotta... It's really important. La 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 la. Geralt didn't write that. That was someone writing to criticize Witchers and claiming that whenever Witchers hurt people, it feels orgasmic. So we're not kink shaming Geralt, our boy Geralt. We're kink shaming whoever wrote that. But why did he have to put it that way? I want to go back and read that note in a really Scottish accent, a la Pierre Capaldi. But does it though? I'm not a witcher, and I've never killed or tortured anyone. I wouldn't know. Oh, crow again. Why? It's recorded anyway. Why did you have to clip it? I really want a PBJ. I really want a peanut butter jam sandwich. I thought it was saying it's implying that the Witchers get off from dealing pain. Cause this whole is it in books? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I've read all of these at some point. Monstrum or Portrayal of Witchers. So the first book of Portrayal of Witchers, which I wish I could search for, because there's a lot of books. There we go. In truth, there is not more repulsive than these monsters that defy nature and are known by the name of Witcher. They are the offspring of foul sorcery and witchcraft. They are veritable scoundrels without conscience and virtue, and scrupulous creatures of hell able only to take lives. They have no place amongst decent and honest folk. This keep, this Kaer Morhen, where these villains nest and practice their foul rituals, must be wiped from the earth, all traces of it treated with salt and saltpeter to complete the deed. So the guy who's written all these is a bit of an arsehole. Geralt definitely gets off on feeling pain, but you know, that's between him and the sorceress that he sleeps with. You want that bit to pay on demand for the rest of your life. And then there's another book, Witchers, not quite the devil you thought. A conviction has risen amongst both mages and the hoi polloi that witchers barely rise a hair's breadth above animals, that they are deformed and bloodthirsty mutants, and that in slaking this thirst they do not limit themselves to the fluids of monsters. Meanwhile, the research and observations of Virgil of Banard paint an entirely different picture of the cast. Of course, it is an indisputable fact that the mutations witchers undergo influence their temperament, immune system strength and endurance, yet one cannot consider them unthinking beings forged only for killing as a result. In fact, witchers cultivate a unique culture, a specialized body of knowledge, an effective training system, and even a code of honor. They know an incredible amount about the effects of ingesting various organic and inorganic substances, and also a small amount, but nevertheless something, about the fundamentals of magic, by which I mean the simple spells they call science. On the surface, the witchers appear to be a homogeneous social entity, but in their truth, their fighting styles, training regimens, and worldviews differ significantly depending upon the school to which they adhere. The best known Witcher schools on the continent are the School of the Wolf, Bear, Griffin, Viper, and School of the Cat. Getting quiet and loud? That's probably because I'm speaking a lot instead of taking breaks every so often. But yeah. Geralt probably gets off on feeling pain. I do not think he gets off on dealing pain. But the guy who wrote Ad Monstrum was implying that. I was in here.
Place the book in the right spot. Medallion's humming.
And I was wondering why I couldn't go in here, but now I can. What's this? What the... Ooh! Ooh. Interesting.
No ordinary forge. Medallion sensing magic. Ought to look around.
Ooh! Very much ooh. Can I... Right, we'll deal with this in a moment. Continue looting. Why am I picking up rusty swords? I shouldn't be picking up rusty swords. They're useless. What's in... a thing of raw meat. Okay. Yep, picking raw meat that's not rotted for however long this bean's closed for. Totally, completely and utterly normal.
A blacksmith's bellows.
Stand down.
What the fuck?
This place belongs to Radmir.
Hello?
Radmir of Torcarnate? He was flayed alive.
I've never
during
done this
Falken's
before.
Rebellion. A long time ago, that.
You lie.
May all your bacon burn.
Who
Please
are you?
reference Calcifer.
Fire. This forges soul. I am the flame that tempers steel.
Can I look
Listen,
around?
just want to look around.
Intruder, I cannot allow this. I will not allow it. No, not allowed.
Rutrow. Whoa! Hello! He's a big boy. Calcifer is way cuter than this fire. I completely agree. Right, I need to... I got plenty of... I've only got 2 northern wind. Nuts. Ah, you're a prick, that's what you are. Whatever your name is. Geralt, put the fire out. Yeah. And if I can keep my Quen up. Whoa! None of that. Ooh. Vesemir being bullied by a fire elemental at a Witcher's Forge. Vesemir! Vesemir! Vesemir!
How you like that silver? Fire's out.
It's a weird fight, I don't remember how this ends. Just that it's one of the few things I've clearly done. Right, let me.
There's something here. Need to use the eye.
What's... I am
Secret
so
compartment behind
so-
an illusion.
curious. What's this? Oh god, it's not even worth... Oh, mastercrafted woven armor? Wait, what? Aw. I look like Eskel now, though. I'm just gonna rock up and be like, hey Eskel, look, we's the same. And we get a nice view of Geralt's bums. Buns? Bums. Buns? Bum. Singular bum, plural buns. As we run around. Buns, 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 buns. I see you, baby. Shaking that ass. Shaking that ass. Nice. Yeah, I matched with my brother. It's completely not really the reason why I don't want to wear long roby things anymore. Right, I think I've exhausted all the things I can do before I have to go speak to Yennefer before I fall into the moat. Unless, is there some alchemy I can do? Is no one commenting on the whole buns thing? Is that just not... Are you just all in complete denial that I was talking about that? God, this makes Geralt look huge on top. He looks like a Dorito man. Nice codpiece. Christ. Yeah, he would go pick flowers. Not to give to Yennefer, but just so you could have some flowers. Oh, don't strain yourself, Teague. Yeah, gotta protect the goods. I don't know, like... But he's not got, like, a similar coloured patch on his ass. He's just got... a big leather codpiece that really... You can't not look at it. Anyway, that armor's worse than what I'm wearing, but I think we're all done with fighting here. I don't mind wearing it for the rest of this bit. Have we really been going over an hour? Have I been fucking around for over an hour? Whoops! That's why it's there, to draw attention. Okay. Hey everybody, look at my ding-a-ling. That's what that codpiece says. Ding-a-ling-a-ling-ling-ling-ling-ling. Geralt is a switch, don't even.
Damn it, you piece of shit!
Are you talking about me? Hello?
Damned crystal!
You decide to blow us up?
Geralt, I'm sorry, but I'm in no mood for jests.
What's eating you?
Let me think. That was the third crystal to explode. It's been a week, and Lambert's still not done what I've asked. Vesemir spitefully insists on repairing the wall just beneath my window and starts hammering at the crack of dawn, while Eskel seems to have gone mushroom picking, not forktail hunting.
The guys. Well, they're not exactly happy with you.
Why is that?
Because you aren't willing to say what you're planning. You're treating them like pages, not including them. Us, actually, because I feel that way too.
I shall explain everything when the time is right. First, we must finish our preparations.
Heard about the bed. Really prefer to sleep on the floor?
Geralt could still tuck his ponytail between his like he would be doing so now. Yeah, he would be.
Frankly, I prefer a chill to bedding littered with red hair.
So upset about Triss you gotta take it out on the furniture?
Would you prefer I take it out some other way? Geralt, I don't want to seem like a vindictive shrew, but that very bed is where you just happened to fuck a dear friend of mine. Yes, I know, you'd lost your memory. Whatever. Let us agree that I will refrain from scolding you, while you will stop mentioning that stupid bed. Agreed?
Agreed.
Splendid. On to more pressing matters.
I mean, that's she is. I think she is restraining herself considerably.
No. Actually, I fear you don't trust me. So I'd rather keep certain things secret. For the time being.
Pretty tortured logic.
It may seem that way now, but you'll understand in time.
You just have to trust me, Geralt. Geralt. Right.
Fine. What do I do?
Firstly, help Eskel and Lambert. One was supposed to get me forktail spinal fluid. The other was to fortify the phylactery with elemental power.
I've done
I've
both
yet to see
things.
anything from either of them.
Taken care of.
Is that so? My, the initiative. That leaves one other trifle to resolve. As you saw, my megascope's acting up.
Hello, little. Oh no, Spag. Why? I'm not
certain
saying
there's
that.
An energy source nearby, generating disturbance
Also,
making the crystals malfunction. We must
Who
find it and neutralize it. Quickly,
who on
I must
Tumblr
contact
has
someone.
changed
It's
their
urgent.
name to Slorp Juice?
Who you plan to contact? Or is that a secret too?
No secret at
Or is
all.
that none of you guys?
Neither Emian. Remember her?
Someone has.
How could I forget? Member of the Lodge, Elven Sage.
Exactly, a sage. As the name suggests, she should know a great deal. I'd like to ask her for advice about Uma. Satisfied?
It's not Spag, because Spag is still
Sorcerer's
Bumble
friends,
Crumpus.
Sage and not so sage. They've let me down before.
Which, again,
We
fantastic.
gotta.
Good,
If only you'd been
excellent
this
job,
cautious
Spag.
with all of
Love the
them.
name.
But no matter. Thank you for your permission.
I've literally all the same usernames and everything. Everything's Hrolvek Yandy. I'm Hooty Booty 8 on most things, and if I'm not that, it's something like Tasty Soup. Or Pixie Gremlin or something.
Use this Potestaquizitor.
Bethesda what the?
Potestaquizitor? Sounds fancy. Complicated.
Yet it's ever so simple. Grasp it firmly, move it around, and the louder it squeals, the closer you are. Spare me your juvenile wit, please. Well, what are you waiting for?
But someone's changed their name to Slurp Juice, and I'm convinced it's one of you lot. I haven't deduced who it might be. Dan 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 dan. I love Dan. Dan's the best. I love Dan. Yeah, Slurpjuice is one of my mutals that ended you following you a bit ago. Used to be Vatican. Oh, Vatican's cameo in space. They changed it. Oh yeah, no, her name. Yeah, okay, got it. I was
Nothing here.
so confused. It's by the beds, isn't it?
Oh, got a signal. Signal's growing stronger. Can't be far now.
Yennefer found a volunteer to walk around with that chirping stick after all.
Shh.
Okay.
Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot.
What's in here? Huh. A different tower. Very cool.
Adventuring just never took off. Getting warmer. Warmer. Hot. Disturbance is coming from there.
Can we take a moment and talk about how alcohol is the best thing since sliced bread? How?
Doesn't work.
Because there's millions of it?
I can do that. Rather you not make a mess of my shelves. Just keep an eye on Uma.
Yes, Uncle Vesemir. How goes it? Vesemir's not working you too hard, I hope. Thought so.
All done. You can go. Now, let's check your conditioned reflexes.
Poor Uma. At least Vesemir is being quite gentle with him, and they're not treating him like a jester anymore. Yeah, I'm very glad it replenishes potions. And did I replenish my bombs? I did. Sweet. Right, Yennefer, I did the thing. Yeah, it's a poor thing he doesn't deserve it. Wait, what? I think Eskel would also make a great dag. Dad.
Thank you. Seems to be working now. What was it?
Dimeridium bombs. Lambert left them by the beds.
I suppose he had no idea they could interfere
Geralt,
with my
you're
megascope.
carrying so much dimeridium right now.
You know, Lambert's not exactly an expert on megascopes, so...
Please. Lambert is mean, not stupid. Enough. Ready for this conversation?
Sure you want me here?
It's quite a compliment,
Members of
Yennefer.
the Lodge don't let just anyone in on their secrets, or so I've heard.
Consider it a token of our trust. Now let's begin. And Geralt, behave, please.
Didn't you just say you trust me?
Stop twisting my words.
Colonel Yennefer at Vengerberg. Gwynblade?
Cadmel and Severn.
Why have you summoned me?
We've come up against a curse. One we must lift. It was uttered in a dialect of
I play Geralt a little bit like he's Aragorn,
I see.
in that he will
The
always
word of the
speak
curse?
the language if he knows it, and that kind of thing.
Recognize the dialect?
Lathan Undod.
Meaning?
The so-called One speech, a forgotten language dating from before the migration.
Geralt keeps his dimeritium in the secret Witcher purse. That's true. Why do you have to say Geralt?
Take it you've heard the words before.
Yes, in legends. Of the kind that do not end happily.
Can you help us with the curse?
To a degree. Agnes de Glanville's incantation, combined with Elder's triangle, inverted, of course. They are your only possible recourse. But I cannot guarantee that even they will suffice.
Thank you, Ensign.
Honestly, playing like he's so tired all the times he speaks English or wherever it is, whenever he can. Yeah. That's fair. Aragorn is hot. What's his face? Viggo Mortensen. Ah, brilliant specimen of a human being. What's the issue?
What is it?
The time of the white frost and white light is nigh.
And the world will perish amidst ice. I know Ithleen's prophecy.
I don't doubt you know
The
it.
thing that surprised me a bit the fact that
You understand it.
Geralt is a genuine softie,
You
which
owe
is
the
why I
world
play
to
him as
initiate
quite a
the
softie.
final age, the time of the end. Or stop it.
He
Remember
likes
this,
kids,
Gwynbleidd,
he likes
for
animals.
you will be the one to determine if the seed bursts
He
into
will
flame.
always take a more passive course if he can. Which is not how I'm going to play my shepherd.
Any idea what she was talking about?
Ciri, of course.
Wish everyone would just leave her the hell alone.
Wouldn't count on it.
What was that about? The migration?
Good gods. Did they teach you no history here?
No. Vesemir figured sword work would be more useful on the path. Gonna answer me?
Naturally. One's never too old to learn. The Ensay and the NN elves were once one folk, the En Undod. Then came a cataclysm. No one knows its nature. The En Undod were forced to leave their world. They split along the way.
So if Uma's curse was uttered in this Lathan Undod,
Then it's old. Very, very old.
Alright, well now.
all in all...
And that
there's
is
some
really valid,
conversation.
Krogan.
What now?
All is ready. We should gather the others and begin. Listen, everyone. All is in place.
Hey, lore question,
We
what's
may
the
begin.
path? Just how
Lambert,
people in the universe talk
prepare
about
the
travelling?
apparatuses.
No, the
Escort
path is
Geralt.
what
Last I heard,
the
my
Witchers
dear,
are
I
on.
give the orders around
So
here,
good luck
not
on the
you.
path. It's
I
their
believe we
path
made
of
an
destiny,
agreement
that kind of
to
thing.
seek to cure Uma my way.
So when
I
people
said
say good
we
luck
would
on the
help
path,
you
it's
back.
it's exclusively
I don't know
for
what you want to do
Witchers.
with them. You haven't deigned to inform us, but it's not safe, is it?
Because when they're out hunting monsters and everything, they're on the
That's what I
path.
thought.
Yeah.
Which is why I think we should first try
Elves have
another
too many
less
vowels. That's because
invasive-
they speak a bit of they speak a weird Brittonic mix between Welsh and Gaelic. And Welsh is all vowels, near enough.
What's this method?
derives
So it's like
from
an abstract
folk
path, a ghost
traditions.
path, yeah.
I've used it many times. In 1211, to lift the curse that held the Swan of Povis, for instance. I'll take Uma into the mountains.
What then? Will you howl at the moon together?
A bit of respect. You're not talking to Geralt.
No, we will not howl at the moon. I'll lay him down on a gravestone. Come midnight, I'll give him tea made of hemlock harvested from... But I don't see that I need to explain this to you.
In my opinion,
I know your opinion, but I'm not asking anyone's permission. I'm saying what will happen. I'll be back at dawn, with Uma, or whoever hides inside him.
That's a good Vesemir, trying to take the safe route. God, I've been too exposed to Americans. Said route instead of route.
Vesemir's gotten a bit grumpy in his old age.
That was nothing. Should have been here last winter when Lambert tried to convince him we ought to abandon Kaer Morhen for good.
What good's this old ruin anyway? Moldy walls, leaky roof, and it's one big fucking ice cube in the winter.
Vesemir didn't say a word. Stood, grabbed his sword, and slammed the door on his way out. Didn't come back for a month.
He was painting at the lake. That's what he was doing.
So, got the evening off. What do we do with it?
Vesemir mentioned some roof beams in the tower need replacing. Maybe we could see to that.
Eskel could be that one orc voice actor from Skyrim.
Sounds a lot better than the beams.
Wouldn't mind a shot myself, or two.
Nothing I can do. Been outvoted. Let's go.
Right, I am going to pause it briefly here because I would like a drink of juice and I also want a PBJ. So if you need to go to the bathroom, yes, we're going to get drunk. So when we come back, it's going to be fun and it's going to be a riot. But yeah, give me like 2 or 3 minutes and I will return and I will have a small sandwich and a pint of juice.
Do as you will. But in a moment, Geralt and I must talk.
Ooh, sounds serious. Come on, Lambert. See you in a bit, Geralt.
Oh, there's jams running everywhere.
Something not quite right?
No, nothing. I just wanted to take you aside, without cluing the others into what we're up to.
Mm-hmm. And what are we up to?
Sneaking upstairs to make love.
Wow. You don't exactly mince words.
Fun
I'm
time.
too old to play the blushing bride. Unless you ask nicely. Shall we go? You can rejoin them afterwards. In an hour. Or 2.
Or 3.
I'll hold you to that.
It's time for bone. Oh no, there's nipples. Oh no. No. What is with the wolves outside? You know, I could skip this. But I'm not. Fuck, believe wolves are coming. What was that symbolism all about?
Well, well. Lovebirds decided to join us. Enjoy yourselves?
You heard the answer to that question, Lambert. Besides, not our business. Yen, we don't have glasses. You alright drinking from a mug?
I'd drink from an old boot tonight. Perhaps instead of getting crocked in deep glum, we could do some catching up.
Alright, Eskel, you first.
Eskel, that catacan we cut up together. Tell us how you nabbed him.
A catacan?
That was a catkid, not an Ekamara.
Dangerous horse sons, those.
Finicky, too. Specimen in question only went for young women from the upper classes.
That's like me.
We've no interest in your fantasies, Lambert. Whereas the vampire, even I'm curious to know how you managed.
My client threw a masquerade ball for the city's notables to lure the vampire out of hiding. I was there too, disguised. Let me tell you, never had so much success with the ladies as I did that night.
What about the vampire?
I'd made a deal with this young alchemist. She really loaded up. Fish tech, vodka, magic mushrooms. Went out into the garden. Vampire found her and drank his fill. Fight was an afterthought.
A fairy tale on gluttony for modern times.
Alchemist come out of it all right?
Fine.
He basically got a girl so
Hangover was the worst
fucked
part.
up, it got the
She'd been
catkin
nothing but
fucked up.
pickle juice for the next month.
What have you been up to, Lambert? Any interesting contracts before
Pickle
you set off in
juice
search
is a
of Kaer?
traditional Polish hangover cure, and it seems to be quite
Contract
effective.
in Lan Exeter. Not to boast, but a pretty lucrative one.
Yeah. Kavir's were the golds to be made. Know how much they pay there for a drowner?
Shush, I'm talking now.
Like,
So this giant
wolves
was giving
chasing
him
deer,
trouble,
classic horny
attacking
metaphor.
convoys, dragging folk off into the swamps.
And relieving himself on the highway, rendering it dreadfully slippery. You've built enough suspense. Get to the point.
Fine. Turned out it wasn't a giant, just a fat forest troll, and a group of bandits were ambushing the convoys.
What did you do?
Killed the bandits to keep the road safe. Then I killed the troll.
Oh,
Needed its head to collect the bounty.
could have spared the troll.
Spared the troll.
To eat roots and sleep in roadside ditches?
Lambert, guys, I love the ladies, you know, just love me some Bruce and Vagino.
Note to his memory. Least we can do.
Eventful times for me recently. Kings, dragons, conspiracies, and then I found Yen.
Yeah, we're thrilled for you. But why don't you tell us about Uma instead?
Long story. I was on Ciri's trail. Went to Velen, Skellige, Novigrad, where Dandelion needed saving again.
He get caught plowing somebody he shouldn't have been.
Right. Speaking of old friends Novigrad and plowing, how's Triss?
Oof. You did that on purpose.
We were talking about Uma, weren't we?
The night is young. Got time to talk about everything.
Lambert, not funny.
Fine. Conversation turned serious? Let's talk. Yen, what do you plan to do with Uma?
I said I'd tell you tomorrow.
So tell us now. It's after midnight.
I'll subject him to the trial of grasses, but only...
You'll fucking what?
You fucking what, mate? You what, mate? You. Mind your manners. I'll throw hands.
Did you hear what?
Not gonna ask you again.
Sorry. Looking to turn him into a witcher?
Of course not. As I was about to say, I'll only apply the first half of the trial, because...
Because you want to watch him suffer?
Stop interrupting, or I will watch you suffer. To restore Uma's former appearance, we must first... How do I explain it? Imagine a lump of clay. In order to shape it, you must first moisten it, or it will crumble. The trial's initial part does just that. It opens the body to change, so to speak. Only then can the mutagens produce a witcher.
What are the chances Uma will survive?
Not great, but we've no choice.
Unless Vesemir can do the trick with his hemlock.
Might be surprised. Old man knows his stuff.
I've got no witty commentary for this bit. Sorry. Not that my commentary is witty in the first place, but you know.
I knew you'd be wary.
Wary? That's not the problem. Those secrets have been forgotten, and that's how they should stay.
I'd be the last to suggest you start producing hordes of witches.
You hardly need to. See, till now we had a great excuse not to take in apprentices. Seems we'll need to talk it over.
Maybe later. Who's up for another round?
Oh, I am. But we're all out of stuff to chew on. Geralt, mind raiding the kitchen?
Not at all.
Gentlemen, pleasure drinking with you. Lambert especially. But the hour is late. Don't stay up long. Tomorrow's an important day.
Yeah. Not often all three of them are in the same place at one time.
Didn't listen, did he?
They never do.
What are you talking about?
Samavilla contract Eskel got a while back. Good story.
Finish it in a minute. First, some more fuel.
Ooh, now that's a kick in the liver. What is it?
The Gauntlet. Equal parts spirit and white gull. What's that look about? Yen's gone to bed. Time for some serious drinking.
Damn straight. Pour us another. Bottoms up.
It was a very choice camera shot of Eskel's ass.
So, what's this about a Samavilla?
Snared this peasant in her dance. Instead of being happy, he escaped with his life. Yokel fell head over heels in love. Wanted me to trap her. Turned him down. So he tried it on his own with a fishing net. Bet you they're still dancing a mazurka in some fallow field.
Great story. With a moral, too.
Really? What's that?
Stay away from dangerous women.
Will you ever lay off Yen?
Yeah, soon as I trust her.
You brave a fire for her, whereas she plays you like a cheap fiddle. Way it's always been.
Listen to you two goddamn relationship experts. Neither of you's been with a
I like that the camera wiggles as well.
Fine, leave pretty boy alone before he gets grumpy. Already has that pouty look on his face. I can't stand it. Drink up, girl. To you and Yen. Happily ever after. Colder and up a nice giant's ass in here. Gentlemen, I shall return. Gotta go drain the dragon.
Gotta say, I'm pretty warm.
He's always been a wuss about the cold. Remember winter 15 years ago, when the snow stayed around until Bellatane?
Mm-hmm. Lambert sat by the fire, wrapped in a blanket. Cussed copiously every time it started to snow.
Hello, youngins. Got your own little carnival going, eh? Alcohol, my good men, is a witcher's worst enemy.
Where did you dig up that bonnet?
Vesemir's trunk.
That
The height
bonnet.
of fashion in 1112.
Bonnet.
Old man probably put it on when he went courting, or in the jargon of the time, wooing the damsels. Men, a witcher's life is not all cards.
As a
and
group, they're
liquor.
good if Landrick could handle
It
his
is
shit
toil.
better, actually ask for help
It
sorting
is
himself
labor.
out. I'd be totally okay
No
with him.
gurgling
I feel
veins
the same way.
gleam for us. Nay, not for us.
All right, one Vesemir's enough. Take that off before you get it dirty. And pour.
Oh, I'll pour, Eskel. I'll pour. To the brim. Cause without vodka, you're as stiff as a bookkeeper in a body cast.
Come on, let's have some fun.
Are we boring you?
Oh, it's just kinda...
Slow. Pretty boy's right. Listen, there's this game student from Oxenford taught me. Someone starts by saying, I've never, and finishing the sentence however they want. Who's ever done that thing downs a shot. Then it's the next guy's turn.
Sounds great.
They're just
You
gonna
start.
play Never Have I
I've
Ever.
never slept with a succubus. How about that? Expected Geralt might have, but you? Eskel. Still waters run deep.
I'm a sucker for women with horns. Right, my turn. I've never...
Carol's a horn dog.
...woken up wearing nothing but my knickers.
Woken up. Yeah, I've done that.
Geralt? Lambert's a lost cause, but you? What would Papa Vesemir say?
Think Papa Vesemir would have drank that round too.
All right, Geralt, your turn. I've never
taken fist tech.
Taken fist tech. Eskel. Really?
once with that succubus.
Right, men. Let's end on that. Or else I'll never be able
Carol
to
would probably
reach my
fuck a
life
particularly
again.
curvy piece of driftwood if it'd been a while.
Vodka.
No, I think
The vodka's gone. Who's gonna go get some more?
I think it's got to be able to move somehow.
Get food.
All right, I'll do it. Kitchen. It's that way, right?
Do I want to be a good older brother or a shitty older brother? I'm gonna help Lambert get over his shit.
Lambert, bud, gotta tell you something.
Yeah?
Yeah, he would just jack it. You wouldn't fuck it.
Real jackass, but I love you, brother.
And sometimes you're a real blowhard. But damn it, I'd go to hell and back for you. Come here, you oaf. Damn. Broke.
Good thing it was empty. Huh. Where's Eskel? Should have been back by now. We ought to look around.
This is a job for Vesemir.
Again, take that hat off.
Where's that whippersnapper wandered off to? He could be beleaguered, I wager. Come, men, to the rescue.
Oh god. Geralt's fucked.
Spilled some wine and crawled through it.
Had to kneel down to see that.
If I'd have bent over, I'd have puked.
Eskel! Eskel!
Eskel!
Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
This game is good. I know, that's a unique and original thought.
Eskel!
God, I have been this drunk before.
Get out here!
Where everything wobbles. It's not fun.
Hey, hear that?
Sounded like panting of a wounded wyvern.
Damn it.
Think he hurt himself.
What's one scar, more or less, in his case? Makes no difference as I see it.
Eskel, chop, chop.
Chop, chop.
Eskel's close.
Hang in there, brother. We're coming. Eskel, you drunk! Get out here!
Hey, look. There he is.
With his ever faithful little bleeder. Hello, Eskel. Wake up!
What happened?
Got sloshed, stewed, and 57 other varieties of drunk. That's what happened. Get up. Time to have a drink.
Leave me alone. I'm gonna puke. Three of us get together, always ends like this.
Let's find a fourth. Better. A woman.
Nothing here but Yen. We don't want to wake her up, believe me.
What about that sorceress you talked to? Think about it. We turn on the megascope, cordially invite her, she teleports here. Maybe bring some friends. How's that sound?
You're trying too hard.
Lambert, you're a genius.
Of course I am. So, we inviting the lodge to our bash?
Fuck yeah! Summon the bitches! All right. How's this work?
Well, a twist here, a turn there, and you gotta say something in Elvish.
Easy peasy, let's do it.
Hey, hang on. When this Ida sees us, we'll scare her off. I mean, we don't look anything like sorceresses.
I know. Yennefer's clothes. Let's dress up. Bags are over there.
What's this thing you got for dressing up?
Shut it, wise ass, or I'll lace your corset up so tight you'll shit in your bloomers.
I don't really like the idea either.
Fine. But if this Ida refuses to talk to us, it'll be your fault.
Now, I'll do the talking. You two fiddle with the crystals. Cadmil blood et hocus pocus abracadabra splather.
What is this? Who's that?
So sorry.
I always do the dresses. I've never done it not dresses.
Guards! More paper, Excellency! No, you oaf. Witches! Witches attacking!
I trust you have an explanation for this. A very good one. Go to bed. Now.
You didn't even get to get awarded. But man,
What a dream. See everyone's up and at 'em.
And reeking of booze. That hat was a memento, Lambert.
Relax, old man. It'll come out in the wash.
You can give
raspberry
the boys a
vodka
rub on the
maybe
knuckles
made you
later.
feel odd
Get to
because
work.
raspberry vodka is not good anyway. I don't like it.
Vesemir, learn anything?
While you were out hunting forktails and playing with a megascope, I examined Uma. Notice one thing. At moments of, what's the term, relaxed consciousness, he behaves differently. While falling asleep, he'd pause, awake for an instant. Something different about his movements, his gaze then, but only for a moment. So I induced a trance, hypnotized him essentially. No effect at first, but as he dropped into deep lethargy, I heard something. A sigh or a moan.
Oh, that's different then.
It wasn't Uma's
Like the
voice.
absolute raspberry vodka
Alright,
and stuff
I
is
just don't
shite.
get how that helps us.
Then keep silent. Thank you, Vesemir. And I apologize for what I said earlier. Have the boys told you what we plan to do?
Yes, don't like it one bit, but I suppose I have to trust you.
Thought we got rid of that table ages ago.
Must be 50 years since I last saw a sad Albert.
Couldn't bear to part with it. Thought we might find a use for it one day. You know how old people are.
Sure. Every grandpa out there's got an attic full of torture devices.
Right. So what now?
We can begin. We need only brew the potions.
Wait. Why couldn't we...
Do it earlier? Because the preparatory potions for the trial are strongly reactive. They must be administered immediately after they're brewed. Satisfied? Geralt, make the potions. Here are the formulae. Eskel, take a bottle of spirit.
Why is he standing at
After
parade
last night,
rest?
And disinfect the tools. Well, chop chop.
You don't know who's trapped in Uma's body.
As I've gotten older, I find getting drunk easier.
A series of complex calculations. Extrapolated some data. Ran simulations.
Meaning you guessed.
Are you doing a little hippy hoppy there, Vesemir?
Potions ready.
Tools, too.
Good. Vesemir?
Hookweed extract to deaden the pain. I know. Done this before.
Eskel, make the incisions in his veins. Insert the tubes. Geralt, place the potion vials in the feeders.
I like a lot of booze. Which is why I'm going to learn how to make it.
Ready.
Open the valves. It doesn't matter in which order.
The hookweed work?
If it hadn't, the pain would have sent him into shock, killed him.
Margaritas are great.
No, but it's within known norms.
What did you walk into? We're doing the trials of the grasses. You missed drunk shenanigans. Now we're doing potentially torturous things.
I had hoped.
I had something when I was
I
in
would never have to watch
Ireland.
this again.
We went
Why'd
to
you
a
keep
bar
the table then?
and they had cocktails named after different films, and there was one after Napoleon Dynamite that was made with tequila,
Geralt,
lemons,
next
and
potion.
something else. I can't remember though. It was delicious. We're trying to put him back to his normal self, and this is the only way we can do it. We have no choice.
Now we wait for the potions to do their work. Might take a day, might take more.
You need only wait. True. But I must maintain the stabilizing spell. Uma's body is not nearly as resilient as a young candidate witch's. Without this, he'd... Eskel, I'm sorry. Would you mind?
Getting some rags. On it. I can't believe we're doing this.
Wiping vomit off the floor?
No. A trial. If that's Syrian there, she could come out of this crippled. Wrong in the head. Just emotionless. Thought about that?
I trust Yen. She knows what she's doing.
Don't doubt that. But do we know what she's doing? She tell you how likely this is to work?
So,
Gentlemen, the floor's as clean as it'll ever be. And I need to be wiped down as well.
so Uma is a person who's been cursed to look like that, but the only way to stop,
But I'd rather Geralt did it.
the only way to get rid of the curse
Understood.
is to
I'd prefer that too.
reshape him. So, in order to reshape him, they start doing the trials of the grasses, which is the thing they do to make a witcher into a witcher. But it's very painful. It takes a long time. And it's got a really high mortality rate, something like 80%. Only 1 in 5 people survive this.
That normal?
Yes. Uma's body is disintegrating from the inside. Once that's complete, we'll need to reform it. Or he'll die. You witches were given mutagens. We will use spells.
Hey, Yen.
But we literally don't have a choice. We've got to do this.
No, I'm just arresting my eyes.
Yeah, it's called sleeping.
Then do something to keep me awake.
Pinching's apparently effective.
Later, perhaps. For now, talk to me. Tell me a story.
Well, Geralt, Vesemir, Eskel, Lambert, they've all gone through this.
Heard about the time Ciri and I went ice skating?
No, not that I recall.
The winter she trained here. A couple months in, she started complaining I was too harsh a teacher. Brushed it off at first. Then she asked me to go skating with her. Didn't really want to. I'd never been before. But she insisted. As soon as we hit the ice, she started skating circles around me, hollering, "No, not like that. Footwork. One, then the other. Crossover. No, wrong. Break with the heel of your skate, not the toes." Needless to say, from then on...
He's awake. It's time. Time to lift the curse. Prepare the phylactery.
Never severe. Caniatad. Nevid. Severe. Coal. Arriva. Endir.
Dun dun dun.
No, I won't let you. Geralt, yellow flask, in my satchel.
Quiet. Listen.
Coal. Coal. Caniatad.
Nevid severe. Coal. Coal. Caniatad. Nevid. Arriva. Endir.
Geralt, the phylactery, open it.
Caniatad. Taran Anade. Jeez.
Dun dun dun! We did it, lads. No, it's not an Uma. It's a man. It's an elf. He's an arsehole. With good tattoos, though. And some ridiculous eyeshadow.
Havelock?
You know him?
Yes. An elf. An elf. A sage.
Where is Ciri?
The Isle of Mists.
Put it back, put it back.
She's not safe. The hunt.
The hunt. What's it want from Ciri?
Her blood. Elder blood. To open the gate. We cannot.
This is not the most upsetting part of the game. That's bullshit, Krogan.
Isle of Mists. Where is it?
The next trip to Kaer is the most upsetting part of the game.
Sage, we didn't lift that curse to play riddles with you.
Yvain. Arwen. Siren.
I really want to play through the Isle of the Mists now, but I'm aware that Cat Sharky will be starting soon-ish,
I tried to protect her.
and I don't want to overlap with her too much.
The hunt has not found the Isle as yet. It is a matter of time. But if she leaves, they will detect her at once.
Enough, Geralt. He's not yet free of death's grip.
Is he gonna make it?
I can't. No. You saw? Not all went as planned. I lifted the curse, but
The trial has wrought havoc in his body. Violently twitching fingers, pupils that don't react to the light. Seen it many times before, too many.
toxins have permanently damaged his nervous system. Even if he does pull through, do you understand?
I'm going to get Ciri.
Hold up. Don't you think you owe us
Don't like the
answers?
idea of upset. No,
How do
you
know
shouldn't.
this Avallac'h? What's Ciri been doing with him?
Yennefer can tell you. Just keep an eye on him. He's not a friend.
Perhaps not, but Ciri...
He's not a friend. Avallac'h is an absolute
should at least
prick.
take his words seriously. You heard what he said. Take Ciri from that Isle of Mists, and the hunt will pick up her trail immediately. What then?
Gonna fuck him up.
We'll
Throw
be waiting
hands.
for them, swords in hand.
Yes. Time we, the hunted, became the hunters. Geralt will find Ciri and bring her here, and the hunt will follow.
What's the story with Avalanche Elf? I thought you'd played The Witcher, Kaer.
Sorely disappointed.
We plan to fight them. We five? In a crumbling castle?
Do we have a choice?
Or do you mean like
Delaying the inevitable?
the background lore of Avalach?
A few others who know how to swing a sword.
Or wield magic?
Fine.
Is that weird form in all those versions of Skellige? I've played The Witcher 3. Okay, so Avalach.
Few favors I can call in.
Any good-looking women in that batch?
I'm trying to remember, but he's not a good dude. He's betrayed.
And you?
He's
What do you
betrayed
plan to
Geralt
do?
and Ciri in the past because he
certain to die
wants
without
to be one of
taking
these
rival magic.
guys that controls Ciri's
hope
power,
I
the
have.
power of the Elder Blood,
Not much.
and he's done some
Better than
dickhead things as a
Boys
result.
and I'll
I'll
consider
open up
how
his
we
character
should
thing
greet
after
our
this,
uninvited guests.
All right. Time I was on my way.
or I'll
Good
pull
luck,
out the
Wolf, and give Cirilla our love.
Come back quickly, Geralt.
Avalach. Fafal, Elaine. Fafel. Fafal? Fafel. Right. Characters. Avalach should be right at the beginning. Geralt had made his acquaintance years before. Already during these prior encounters, Avalach had displayed an intense and frankly rather unnerving interest in the Elder Blood and its bearer Ciri. His exact motives were unclear at the time, and he had made no particular effort to explain them to Geralt. Geralt likewise had no idea what bound Ciri in the elf now. There was no doubt Avalach had helped her, had saved her numerous times from wild hunt, but why? Alas, the sage, quivering on razor's edge, blah blah blah. But if I get up the wiki, Crevin Ispan Ape Covin Macha, also known as Avalach, was an elf in Ain Severn who had the ability of travelling between the worlds of the Anel and the Anshe. He met Geralt and told the Witcher about prophecy connecting it with Ciri. He was nicknamed Fox by the unicorns. He was one who brought Ciri to the An-El King Oberon, promising Ciri that she would be allowed to return to her world if she could conceive a child with the king. Eredin, however, claimed that Avalach was lying. He's responsible for why the Wild Hunt is interested in Ciri. When Geralt got a chance to talk to Ciri about Avalach, he learned that the sage had been her tutor and mentor for some time. They were bound by a common enemy. Avalach had been the chief advisor to the previous ruler of the Anel, whose demise had precipitated a conflict between Avalach and his successor, Eredin. Sage had thus made it his mission to protect Ciri from his new king's malicious designs, whatever the cost. So Ciri trusts him, but Geralt doesn't. Avalach is an ancient Welsh name which means apple tree. But, yeah. So the An-El are elves from a different sphere, a different world, a different universe. The Anshe are the elves that inhabit this universe that we're playing in right now. The An-El are already suffering a little bit of the effects of the White Frost, and that's why they're so interested in Ciri, because Ciri can stop the White Frost, he can stop the An-El world from dying. Hey Marpy! Potentially bad timing, we're about to finish up here, I think. I'll keep playing until Cat Sharky starts, how about that? But we've got some quests to do. Let's go talk to Zoltan. Let's go speak to my dwarfy brethren. I'll pick up all my crap as well. Have I leveled up? Not yet. Have I not leveled up yet? For fuck's sake. What's this? Pang of conscience? Yeah, I want to sell that. Oh, I'm overweight now. Dang it. Dang it, Bobby. this, drop this. What are we up to today? We have just cured Uma. Wait, have you played Witcher 3, Marty? I can't remember. We've just cured someone who was very, very much cursed. And now we're getting ready to go get Geralt's pretend adoptive daughter, Ciri. So, we're gearing up for that. Did we technically kill Uma? I don't know. Maybe. But wasn't Uma more of an affliction of the mind? Uma and Avalach are one and the same. I don't think. No, because remember when I spoke to Uma earlier and I asked him that stupid convoluted question about spheres and their being distinct and existing separately from one another or whatever, and Uma went off on this long-winded answer rather than it's just his usual. Clearly understood what I was asking him. He just didn't have the intelligence to respond. So, I don't think we killed Uma. Right, if we're speaking to Zoltan, we need to go to this one.
The curse that held Uma proved hard to lift, but Yennefer and the Witchers managed to do it. The ugliest man alive revealed himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name.
Alright, good
was
answer, it makes me happy.
Mage who had helped Ciri flee
No,
the
we've
hunt,
not killed Uma.
then hidden her away.
Uma was less of a cunt though, that's true. But yeah, Avalach, the reason why Geralt's not keen on Avalach is because Avalach is pretty much responsible for why the Wild Hunt is so interested in Ciri. And why Ciri had to go into hiding and disappear all those years ago. God, Dandelion, why'd you go after Uma so hard like that? Because it makes the story not about Dandelion. Dandelion is a narcissist. He's very vain. He's not humble. So if it's not about him, or Geralt, he's not interested. And also, because Uma is Avalach, and he's probably just rubbing salt in Avalach's wounds, which is fair. Weird thing about the audiobooks. Audiobooks. The guy says Dandelion's name like Dandelion. That's wrong. I don't like that. Zoltan! My dwarfy friend. Zoltan! My dwarfy friend. No, you're Dandelion. What's going on, Dandelion? Do you want to come? You want to bear witness to this? Bet you want to bear witness to this. Woot. Woot.
Got a minute?
For you, my friend, always.
Do you want a portrait of Hierarch?
Got a portrait of Hierarch Himmelford I'm willing to part with. Want it?
Yes, those halfling painters. This one of theirs? Wonderful. I put this up at the Rosemary in time. It'll make those temple guard inspections so much easier.
Petition to place elves in every fantasy story with dwarves. No, because I am a sucker for a good elf.
Molly. She says hello.
Molly?
I like their ridiculously high femme beauty.
Show your butterfly collection too.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
Butterfly collection? You of all people could stand to be a little more inventive.
Molly
Shiny
didn't
man.
need
It's because it's
inventive.
raining
She
outside.
needed attentive. Average, run-of-the-mill girl. But give her a smile. notice her shoes, let her chat about them a bit. And she'd turn into
May not be raining
something
outside,
else.
but everyone still gets soaked for whatever reason. Right. Bye-bye. Why are there witch hunters that here? Dandelion. Where's my solidarity? Which hunters? Oh, right, that's Doo-Doo. There's Solon.
Zoltan.
Right. Need your help.
I know where Ciri is.
Then why are we here? Let's go get the lassie.
I'll do that, but I have another job for you. You need to set out for Kaer Morhen. That's where I'll take Ciri. The Wild Hunt will attack soon afterwards. Could use you at our side.
You'll have me and my axe.
Thanks. See you at Kaer Morhen.
Did you get the reference? That was a Lord of the Rings reference. I'm sure no one else got that reference. Only me. Look how intelligent I am. I know a very, very common, well-known reference.
Good folk! Mages have set the hunter's house aflame.
Do you get it? I did Zoltan's quest, A Dangerous Game, off stream, and he references. They reference Pulp Fiction. Said's dead. Said's dead, baby.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
I got a screenshot of it because I didn't want to clip the whole thing. Just wanted that one
Craft something
subtitle. I have a bunch of swords for you to make. Wait, did I not get the upgrade for... Soul just really likes pop culture. Want another good Lord of the Rings quote? Hit us, Spaghetto. Do I not have the upgrade for the fucking... Son of a dick. Fuck. Gandalf. Mash and bacon, put in stew. Potatoes! Share the... Aw, Spaghetto. Marpy, no, no. You don't love. No. Right, why do I not have the upgrade for the steel sword? Or is the steel sword I had to upgrade for?
So long.
Run, Shadowfucks shows the meaning of haste. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard, to Isengard, to Isengard. They're taking the hobbits to Isengard. God, God, God. Blame PJ. Why? Blame whom? Whomst? Steel sword upgrade, chest armor upgrade, silver sword upgrade. Yeah, I think I'm missing some of the fucking wolf. Whomstiff.
Oh! Good folk! Mages have set the hunter's house aflame! I serve the eternal fire!
I really like in that scene where Aragorn kicks the helmet and he actually breaks his toe. And that's why he screams so much, because he's just broken his toe. And they kept that take. Also because they couldn't do it again because he broke his fucking toe. Oh, pure Jackson. Okay. I thought you were saying like peanut jam or something. I don't know.
You trouble me, Greyhawks.
We'll pay for the freight.
Wait, why is just sword the best quote? What context is it?
Now, witches, they can't catch the...
I need context.
Geralt of Rivia, safe and sound.
Yeah, I need your help,
Could use
Roche.
your help at Kaer. Aim to take Ciri there. Wild Hunt's bound to appear soon after.
You didn't turn your back on me when I was in need. It's only fair I do the same.
Thanks. Venture to say your skills might prove invaluable.
I'll consider whether to bring Vess. Either way, I'll see you at Kaer.
I've got a little bit of a crush on Roach. I love him. Good lad. Right, so Sharky's starting in 15 minutes. I can't get up to any shenanigans in 15 minutes, so I'm afraid it's just going to be 15 minutes of me fast travelling around. But on Saturday, unless I do a post-pie Thursday stream, we should be good to go to the Isle of Mists. We should be good to go get Ciri and do the next dramatic big thing, which will be fun. Then we'll be like, what, 2/3 of the way? 2/3. Yeah, I watched the first Hobbit movie. I don't think I ever watched the second Hobbit movie. I think I was just eternally disappointed in it. Oh. Yeah, I know it's about his sword, but what's the film? In the film, what's the context? What's the scene you're pulling that quote from? And I've got an idea. If I ever get extremely bored, I may record myself reading Robert Burns' Tam O'Shanter, because it's a great poem, but it takes about 15 minutes to read it out.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Wasn't sure I should even ask you. Still not. But what the hell? I could honestly use some help.
Oh, my.
So, for a bit of context, if you're not Scottish, you may not know what Tam O'Shanter is. It's an incredibly long poem about Tam O'Shanter.
Looking for people, resources.
But it's about this guy who goes on a night out, gets really fucked up, and then it's really stormy. It's a horrible night.
Hardly nonsense.
And then on his way home, he looks into a kirk, but that's a church. Sees the devil dancing with a bunch of hags, and they all spot him, and he gets chased away. That's the whole context of the poem. But the way it's written is fantastic.
So I don't owe you shit.
Wait, is he not going to help me? Usually he helps me. Whoops.
Oh!
And there's a couple of other... Dijkstra only helps if you get him his stash back. I thought I did get him his stash back. Oh well. No loss, he's an arsehole anyway. I'm trying to think of other good Rabbie Burns poems. There's Of Mice and Men, which is what John Steinbeck named his novel after. There's the one that Ron Swanson reads out when he goes to Isla. Hi, yeah. Burns is a good poet, but he's not my favourite Scottish poet. Quite like let's go to Kaer first. I want to see Ceres. I want to see my girl. There's another poet who's a bit more contemporary called Norman MacCaig. I like him, but he doesn't write in Scots. He's just a Scottish poet.
Himself to be not man, but elf, and an elven sage at that. Avalach, for this was his name.
Two Mouse, that's what it's called.
The elven mage who had helped Ciri flee the hunt, then hidden her away on the Isle of Mists.
Scottish Poetry Library. Poems. We have a thing called Burns Night in Scotland, which is the anniversary of Robert Burns' birth. And there's one poem or prayer we always read. It's called An Address to a Haggis. Fair fa your honest son, see faith, great chieftain o' the puddin' race. Aboon them a ye tak your place, painch tripe or thern. Weel are ye worthy of a grace as lang's my arm. The groaning trencher there ye fill, your hurdies like a distant hill, your pinwad helps to mend a mill in time o' need, while through your pores the dews distill like amber bead. His knife see rustic labour dight, and cut ye up wi' ready slight, drenching your gushing entrails bright like ony ditch, and then, oh what a glorious sight, warm reeking rich. Then horn for horn they stretch and strive, they'll take the hindmost on they drive, till all their wheels swallowed kites believe, are bent like drums, then all the good men maist like to grieve, be thank it hums. And I'm going to link you guys to this, because this is very old Scots, which is why I have to think about how it's pronounced. Yeah, we have haggis and whiskey on Burns Night. It's not finished. Is there that o'er is French ragout, or olio that wad staw so, or fricassee wad make her spew, with perfect scorner looks down with sneering scornful view on sick a dinner. Poor devil, see him over his trash, as feckless as a withered rash, his spindle shank a good whiplash, his kneve a net through bloody flood or field dash, oh how unfit. But mark the rustic haggis fed, the trembling earth resounds his tread, clap in his wily kneve a blade, he'll make it whistle, and legs and arms and head, the heads will sned like taps o' thistle. Your powers will mak mankind your care, and dish them out their will of fare. Old Scotland wants nae skinking ware that jobs and luggies, but if you wish her grateful player, gie her a haggis.
May your axe never crumble.
And that's addressed to a haggis. That's not the actual prayer that I'm thinking of. There's more poems than this. He also wrote the lyrics for Old Lang Syne. Old Lang Syne. Winter Night. Nope, My Heart's in Highlands. All poems of Robert Burns. Yeah, because he's got loads.
Got me eye on you.
Auld Lang Syne is an incredibly positive song. It's just though, because it's sung in a minor key, doesn't seem like it.
Adventure seeker. Adventure seeker.
Should old acquaintance be forgotten, never brought to mind? Should old acquaintance be forgotten? How does it actually go? Because I've forgotten. It took me a really long time to remember the lyrics to Flower of Scotland. For Auld Lang Syne, my dear, for Auld Lang Syne, we'll tack a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. Surely you'll be your pint stop, and surely I'll be mine. And we'll tack a cup of kindness yet for Auld Lang Syne. We twa hae run about the braes, and pulled the gowns fine, but we've wandered mony a weary fit since Auld Lang Syne. We twa had paddled in the burn frae morning sun till dine, but seas between us Briad he roared. Briad? He roared. Yes, so there's a hand, my trusty fair, and Gie's a hand of thine. We'll tack a right guide. Right good willy wat for Auld Lang Syne. It's just I had to do Auld Lang Syne with English people once and they held the rings the wrong bit. Yeah, you hold it during the chorus when you run in and try and break everyone's arms.
Telling you, Geralt, since you and Hjalmar defeated the ice giant together, I see you as one of our own.
I got the look of a Skelliger.
You've got the heart of an Uncrate.
This isn't easy, but I need to ask you a favor.
Oh, my heart's in Highlands, that's...
Tell me, friend.
Ciri, I know where she is, but I also know that as soon as I reach her, the Wild Hunt will know I did.
Either.
They'll come after us, attack, and we'll need to respond with strength. Can I count on you?
The Black Ones first, now Wraiths. Such is life. Bring her here, and we'll face them in battle.
Can't risk your men's lives. Kaer Morhen, we fight them there, nowhere else.
Kaer Morhen is hundreds of miles away.
What does the phrase Auld Lang Syne actually mean, though? Oh, God.
The Isles to Nilfgaard's blows. Geralt, forgive me, but I cannot do it.
I understand.
It's old, long.
Won't take up any more of your time. Farewell.
Wait. Won't let you leave empty-handed. I'll help as I can. Come with me.
Old long since. Long, long ago. Days gone by or old times, basically. So for old Lang Syne just means for the old time's sake. Yeah, more or less.
Erland Stonefist. So this is Winter's Blade. Thought it was a legend.
So it's actually a very positive song. Which is why it's sung at New Year's and whatnot. Do you know what I don't understand?
Thank you. This can't be easy for you. I appreciate it all the more.
Sorry, I read SDK's comment and brain fart. What was I going to say?
May it serve you well. Send those spectres
say
back
something.
where they came from.
I don't understand why people play that one song on the bagpipes.
You blethered about that before I'd a murmur and went hunting. We're about as long out.
What is it? God, you play... Yeah, Amazing Grace. Why the hell do you play on bagpipes? It's not even a Scottish song. You just want to make it sound more miserable.
Continental dandies come a strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
Right, how do I get up the stairs to this fucking room? Because Star Trek, I think. Really?
3 pots of Heartstopper, a bottle of rum, and wash
Right, Ceres, why do you have no windows in your room? It's not supposed to be miserable though. So why play it on the pipes? You've never heard Amazing Grace on the bagpipes. Have you never watched any kind of American show where they have a funeral?
Got a delicate matter I wanted to bring up. Need your help.
What is it?
Crocs mentioned Ciri to you? He must have.
Have you found her?
Not yet, but I'm close. Problem is, soon as I get to her, the Wild Hunt will probably be able to locate us, quickly. So I'll want to take her to Kaer, battle the hunt there. I'm looking for allies.
I can't leave the Isles now. It's impossible. What I can do is give you my best warrior, Hjalmar.
Think you'll be willing?
I'm sure.
Oh, oh, oof.
In fact, I think I'll be overjoyed.
Teague. Oh god.
Come on, you know him.
Yeah, guess I do. Thanks.
No doubt he'll be valiant. I hope he proves useful too. Good luck.
And went hunting.
Right. It is time for Cat Sharky's stream, so I'm gonna leave it here. If you don't say you're some form of European or Celt British, then are you even American? That's true. I'm like half Italian on my mother's side. They always say they're Italian, Scottish, or Irish. They never say if they're English. Never say they're French. They never, even though they're French colonies, they never say they're Spanish, because I'm generalizing, a lot of Americans don't think Spain is a country, so therefore if you're Spanish, you're Hispanic, therefore you're Mexican or you're South American or whatever. Wrong. Sometimes they try and claim they're Greek, because they're all in like sororities and fraternities and whatnot. But yeah. Anyway, let's leave the stream here. So we'll pick up with this again on Saturday. I'll go through all my contracts and everything, make sure we're all ready to go get Ciri. So that's what we're doing on Saturday. We're getting Ciri back, and we're doing the Kaer fight, which will work out quite well because Saturday we can do a long stream, like 4 or 5 hours, depending how long it takes us to get through this one segment. And then after that, next Tuesday, maybe do the Radovid assassination plot on Tuesday. Maybe. Because we should be ready for that. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you all had a nice time. Hope you all enjoyed it. Thanks for all the compliments about my voice. I'm glad you all find it so soothing. I personally think it's quite nasal and a bit shrill, but I'm glad you all enjoy it. And maybe I will record myself reading out Tam O'Shanter, because it sounds good in a Scottish accent, but I do still struggle with some of the words because they're not words that are used commonly anymore, or that I had to learn the meaning of the poem when I was like 6 and I still vaguely remember some of it, but there's some words that total definition totally escapes me, but it doesn't matter. See y'all on Friday night for Dinos with Don, or whatever me and Don are doing. If he's not around, I might play some Destiny 2, because I'm having fun playing Destiny 2 at the moment. Good night, guys. Sleep well, have a nice evening if you're not awake, sleep, and take care.